Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome in to another stream. We got a new game today. How's everybody doing? True Celt? Hello there. Hello there, my friend, and congratulations on redeeming that first. That was impressive. It looks like you beat out Coleman and possibly Spooky for that title, so well done. Well done. Coleman almost had it. GJ, though, at least Iron and Spooky didn't get it, right? Spooky says, I was too slow today. The lurkers come out to acknowledge who won today. And it wasn't Charles either. Hello to you, Charles. How are you all doing this fine Friday? Although for here, it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's a fine Friday yet. It's going to be probably pretty rainy today. Wasn't even lurking, moving slow this morning. Ah. Bastages. Here I was sitting on mobile refreshing a live page constantly and I still couldn't get it. On mobile? I feel like mobile is at a distinct disadvantage. I don't know. I got some, like, very uncooperative hair today, but it's fine. It was me. I was just completing the sentence my keyboard sent before I was done. Chaotic, hello. I walked in and my mom and Frankie are asleep on the sofa. Mom woke, Frankie's still asleep. Might not be able to stay. Rainy Friday. Yeah, it'll be rainy here too, I think. I had to go back to sleep. I think that's what made it so difficult to get up this morning. So I got, well, that and I had a bad dream that woke me up in the night. So thankfully, I don't think I shouted. I don't think I woke up shouting or anything, but Mom is whispering something at me, but I can't hear her. Okay, that's pretty funny. I just imagine Chaotic, like, live narration a little bit. Like, okay, the woman is saying something to me, but I can't hear her. Just gonna keep typing in chat until I can. Just gonna nod at my mom so she thinks I can hear her whispering. Exactly. Nodding at the lady. Yeah, she thinks I'm listening. 20 bloody degrees here. I'm baking. I struggle on anything over 15. 68, that's super comfy. Oh yeah, that's very comfy. That is very comfy. I like it cool. Are you related to the Mind Flayer? Swear like a beast. Sweat. Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, sweat, not swear. Maybe swear too. You probably swear anyway, whether it's warm or cold, right? You are British after all. You'd love my basement office. I got the heater on right now. I was trying so hard, Charles, to not turn the heat on in the house yesterday. But it got pretty cold, so we had to turn the heat back on. It was off for like a solid week there. I think it was about a week. My favorite time of the year is when I can. No, that's not actually true. My favorite time of the year as a home liver is when I can turn off the heat and the air conditioning for periods of time. That's like a top tier feeling. I don't know why, but it is. So. Used to be that one at the office who had the air conditioner on during the winter. Oh, geez. So you're the worst, in other words. Got it. Mom is still whispering. I'm still none the wiser, but the nodding is working. Sweat, not swear. I swear like a trooper, though. Hold the phone. I think Mom might have woken the beast. I mean, baby. She's awake. It was fun. All right. All right. See you, Chaotic. Have a good time. Have a good time. You and Frankie. Have the best of time. Just showed Frankie the stream and she smiled. You know what's funny? A lot of kids do smile on my face. I think it's my rather large nose. Reminds them of a clown. And here, maybe this will help too. So... probably already gone. Let's be honest. She's probably already gone. But anyway, I think that's why kids generally like my face. Now, that said, the funny thing about it, with the exception of my nephew, my own like nieces, actually both nieces, and then I don't think that my youngest nephew actually likes me that much either. I don't know what it is. They just were a little bit afraid of me. They've warmed up as they've gotten older, but for whatever reason they were afraid of me. But it's funny, like growing up, I've always had like young kids, like kids coming up to me on the sidewalk, and they'll just grab my leg and like look up at me and just smile. And I'm like, who is this kid? You know, I'm looking around and I'm like, who do you belong to? You know, that happened to me all the time. And then my own like relatives don't even like me. I don't know what it is. So, but my older nephew, he always like, he's just such a outgoing kid anyway. He always like smiled at me and everything growing up. But yeah, my youngest nephew currently, he just turned 1. And he doesn't really smile at me like ever. So, but he at least doesn't shy away from me like my nieces did. So, even makes me smile. This face is kid friendly. What's going on, Kama? How you doing today? This kid is yours now. Those are the rules. Not just kids. Oh, I'm blushing, Charles. How's everybody's Friday looking? How's everybody's Friday shaping up so far? We've got Lute's nose. He's a clown. Oh, nice. Good pun in there too. Today we've got a new game. We're playing some Citizen Sleeper. It is an indie game. Kind of excited about it. I don't know a whole lot. I actually, I read the description. I saw a few like screenshots and here and there. I started reading a review on it, and I was like, no, why am I doing this? I don't want to know what this person thinks about this game. I want to see what I think about the game. So I'm going in mostly unaware of how the game actually plays, but the premise sounded really interesting. The genre sounded really interesting. So I think we're going to check it out, and hopefully we'll enjoy it today. Dad in full force today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yes, there's also another new game that came out yesterday that I'm highly interested in, called Trek to Yomi. But I had to kind of make a decision. They both came out on the same day, so I kind of had to make a decision. Decided to go with Citizen Sleeper for now. So we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and boot it up here. But yeah, I hope everybody... Oh, okay. I hope everybody's having a good Friday thus far. And is looking forward to the weekend. Here we go. And into the game we go. So here is the menu. It's a very simple menu. Play this. There it goes. So we can choose a class. I thought I had read that there were 3 classes. We'll find out. We have Operator, Extractor, and Machinist. So we'll have to learn about all these. I don't know which one I want to do. So a Machinist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleepers assigned to Machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. Do we want to be like the real Lutes, or should we go like just, I don't know. We could try to just be opposite. Could be opposite day here. Also, I thought that this edgy mug was perfect for today. Waking up every day seems a little excessive for our Citizen Sleeper playthrough. Perk Efficient Extractor, chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. Okay, we get a +1 to engineer and a -1 to engage, which is approaching a problem head on. Okay. Operator. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Actually, kind of like the sound of that. Perk Transfer Intercept. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. Cryo? So we get a +1 to interface, working with digital interfaces. -1 to endurance. Use strength or strength of will. This looks like similar art to the RPG system Lancer. Very cool. Lancer? I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, so far, it's pretty nice to look at. Hey, Blackstaff. Leftover parts is always a bonus, eh? It is. It is. How you doing today? Welcome back in. It's been a little while. Hope you've been doing well. Extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. Perk photosynthetic skin. Sunbathe dice. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. We get a +1 to endurance and -1 intuition. Approach problems with awareness. Okay. I kind of like this class here. What do you guys think about an operator? Operators are standing by. Doing well, went back to work, went back to office mostly. Okay. So when you say mostly, is it like, is there any sort of hybrid schedule? Actually just had somebody asked from our home office, asked if people would be interested in coming in like one day a month for like a lunch meetup, which I was like, that sounds pretty good actually. Sunbathed dice action sounds great. You think so? Allows energy recovery at home. Yeah, so we get 1 to use strength or strength of will, approach problems with awareness, work with digital interfaces, or a random, I don't know, I do kind of like the idea of a random scrap item, yeah. Officially? Oh, the lunch? So yeah, I don't think the lunch would be an official lunch. I think it would be a, like, you're on your own, but yeah. Some people work from home a day or so, but not many. Gotcha. Okay. And what work do you do, Blackstaff? If you do want to share, you don't have to. What do I do? Kind of like, I don't know. Now the more I'm thinking about a random scrap item on engineer actions, that sounds kind of good, right? I think I'm going to play Machinist. Let's do it. Officially, we are to be... Oh, I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. I could use some sun right now. Is that right, Charles? Not always so much. Gotcha. You're in software too? Okay. Awesome. What are your favorite... So are you an engineer, software engineer? And if so, what's your favorite programming language? I'm gonna be a Machinist, I think. I don't know. That sounds kind of cool. I think, and out of these three, that is the least like me, I would say. So that's kind of interesting. We're gonna try it out. Okay, I like that tune. Mostly C and C++, nice. Very nice. C++ was my first language I ever learned, but I've not really used it since. You learned it in some classes in college, but I don't really use it at all. So, unknown. Where are you? First thing you become aware of... here, let me hide this. You guys can read along with me here. First thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting, minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body. That body. I have a feeling, okay, I might just need to move my camera. Otherwise, you guys can read most of it, right? A leap into a cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling up from a fresh wound, the friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. Devices, gotcha, okay. Same, but I think we're going to be in the 80 freedom unit degrees next week. I know, it's just going to be a super heat up just all of a sudden. I'm actually a little worried about my track kids because there's no time to, like, acclimate. Got flood alerts here. 3 inches of rain possible next 40 hours. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's not good. Yucko. And for a wet Mother's Day. The cold slips in, behind you, behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dulled nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present. Cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now there are thousands of them. Ooh, remember the plan or remember the others? This is interesting. Remember the others. You remember there were 10 of you, 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work. Glitchy Gaming King, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Sup? Have you been here before? Maybe under another name? I do not see you as a first-time chatter, my friend. Cheers. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great day thus far. 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything that could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape or at least die trying. First time here? Gotcha. Okay, well, welcome in. It's good to have you. Do you know of the game Citizen Sleeper? Some were lost in the shaft, others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if in the airless hold of a freighter you might freeze solid long before you reached any destination. Sorry, never heard of it? No, that's cool, that's cool. It's a brand new game, it just came out yesterday, actually. So, you're saying, pretty much this is all I know about it here, too. I guess wait for the cold. That's all there is now. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but even then your body has shut many of its systems down to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again, recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Rest. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound, too, everywhere. Screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light. White as the cold. Then softer and softer until in a haze of dirty yellow a figure appears. You are out. Check this out. Dragos, Pragmatic Salvager. Okay. Data and items. Cryo, cryptocurrency. Oh, cryo is money, huh? Cryptocurrency stored in air-walled sticks of memory known as chits. Okay. So I guess I have to click here. I don't see anything else to... Can't click and drag or anything here, so we're gonna click on Dragos. Yeah, I feel like I should probably move my camera. So 1 second, my friends. This is gonna be in the way, I believe. Whoop-de-whoop, blip-a-doo. There we go. I think that seems like it might be in a better place. We'll find out. We'll move it again if need be. Dragos, a pragmatic and private salvager. It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. Digging the character art? Right, I know, the art style is looking pretty nice. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, sleeper, you all thawed yet? Stay silent. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have better perseverance in sub-zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech, his headset with its glinting eyes the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. I don't know if I should try voices for different characters. I think it might get pretty cringe. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. Stay silent. I won't ask what led you to do it. To sell yourself to a corporation, and I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. You are just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells. The promise of life off-world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. It's just like Dad reading me a bedtime story. Absolutely. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. SNARP wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The eye is the best place you could be right now. I kind of like this strong silent. We're going to stay silent again. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Mac, Daddy, what's going on? Heyo, how you doing today? Nod. All right, you head on up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Dragos stalks back into the Rex. His drones already converging on a rustling hulk. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Is this game like a full text adventure style? I think it is. I'm not 100% though, Spooky. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Doing great. About to work out while I listen. How are you? Oh, doing great. Doing great as well. I'm a little trying to keep an eye on the weather here. We're supposed to have a track meet later tonight, and it's supposed to rain like all day. So we'll see how it goes. I'm actually right after stream. I don't want to do track coaching simulator on stream again. So right after stream, I'm going to email my athletic director and say, hey, in case the other school asks, I am in favor of canceling, but they might not ask. So select locations by clicking on their icon. Okay. So it told me to just go ahead and go home. So here is Spanky. I don't know if I can actually name Spanky, but we are an engineer. Is that right? No. Machinist. That's the class called. The class is called Machinist. So 1 upgrade point. I have 0 upgrade points right now, of course. All right. So I have to go to this empty container, which is my home for now. What is this data, though? I don't know what any of this does just yet. All right. Empty container. First cycle, energy condition. End cycle, all cycles need to end. Rest and prepare for the next one. Can move the camera angle just a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and end. That's what I was told to do. All right, well, so far, this game is very, very descriptive. I like it. You wait curled up in the corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? Hey, what's going on, Drewski? What is up, my people? How the heck are ya? Hope life's been treating you well. For me, we're just playing a new game. Never played this game before. Just released yesterday, so it's very intriguing thus far. Basically, like a text adventure. To this point, there are RPG elements to this. I just haven't gotten there yet. We're still kind of in the tutorial stage. Getting answers? Is that what matters? Maybe escape? Say getting answers. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What S and ARP did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Got a promotion at the beginning of the year and am in a different city. Oh, dang, okay. Trying to get adjusted still? Awesome. Well, first of all, congrats on that, dude. You know what this calls for? I think this calls for a party. What do you guys say? I think this calls for a party. Congrats, dude. That's a huge deal. Let's party it up in your honor. From the window to the wall, to the wall, till the meat spills out my hall, my hall. Oh, these Vikings crawl, crawl. Oh, ski, 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 ski. Oh, ski, ski. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, ski, 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 ski. Oh, ski, ski. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's freaking go, you guys. Party it up. Congrats on the promotion, Drewski. Seriously. I'll cheers to that, my friend. How far was the move? Was it a pretty significant move for you? Thanks, guys. You're the best. Of course. Of course. We got to hype each other up, you know? That's awesome, though. Hopefully the move wasn't too stressful. I actually was just talking to a friend yesterday who told me, and I hadn't caught up with him in a while. So we met through work. But you know, we don't work on the same team. We haven't for a long time, but just found out he just recently closed my house, so he's gonna be moving here pretty soon. So 40 minutes away. Okay, so that's at least if you know, got big items you got to move, you can at least do it in a couple trips. You know, so that's good if you need to. But yeah, the ones that always worry me, I've never really moved. The furthest I've moved away, like to any sort of, like when I'm moving all my stuff. I mean, when I was up in college, I rented a house, and so that was like 3.5 hours away from where my mom lived. So we did take like a little trailer up there, but I was also just a college student, so it's not like I had that much stuff. Furthest I've ever moved for like moving my own stuff, we've only moved like 20 minutes away. So the people that move like across country, oh man, I feel like that's got to be pretty dang stressful. So, but yeah, hopefully that's been going well. The new job and everything, or the, you know, the upgraded job. So yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's see. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions outnumbered the answers. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. The mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets. Is that sachets or sachets? I actually don't know. Of some desiccated powder. We moved to Switzerland for 3 years from the US. It was an adventure. Holy cow, I bet, Michelle. Also, happy Friday to you. How are you? Miss you guys. We miss you, Drewski. Seriously, though. But just glad that you're doing well, you know? Sasha. That's Sasha's. Sachet. Is the A like a long A there, Charles? You thumb the powder stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images of your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. You guys, like, this is so poetic. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it is long after you finish drinking that they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Okay. Long A and A's. Okay, gotcha. Sachets. I've heard that word, but I'll be honest. I don't know what it means. I don't know. Don't really know. Tutorial. Condition, action dice, and energy. Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. Depletes by 1 segment each cycle, but can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the less dice you have. Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Energy. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food and currency to buy it. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving, and your condition will deplete at a double rate per cycle. Okay, good. When do you start killing things? I don't know. Hopefully soon. Small perfume bag? Is that it? Just had to Google it because I had no clue either. Yeah, I mean, wow. Who knew? Dr. D, good morning. Did you know it off the top of your head, Drewski? Because I did not. I did not. Obviously, but Dr. D, how the heck are you? Hope your Friday's going well. And how's the weekend looking for everybody? Energy bar. I know. That's exactly what my thought was too. Ooh, an energy bar. I could eat one of those. Love one of those right now. Excuse me. Do you have a go-to, Charles? Like, do you have a favorite energy bar? Babies are difficult. They are chaotic. You would have to do a sense, but that was a definition. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So energy bars. I'm a big fan of chocolate chip Cliff bars. We also found these like protein bars a while back. They were called Zone Perfect. They're pretty much just straight candy bars, you know. So they're pretty good though. There was like a cookie dough. There was like some sort of cookie dough flavored one. I think it was. Amazing. So good. But again, probably not really the healthiest thing, so. But okay, sleep schedule's been messed up the last couple of weeks, and seeing Doctor Strange tomorrow. Yes, enjoy that, Dr. D. I don't know when I'll see it, but I hope to at some point. The mint Cliff Bar is amazing. I do like one of those every now and then. First, I steer clear of perfume bag scented with damp wood. Right, I know. A little bit interesting, huh? Phil, hello, hello. Phil, how the heck are ya? Did you say, wait, speaking of Doctor Strange, was it Phil that said, Phil, were you the one that said you were going to see Doctor Strange? Hopefully everybody enjoys it. I actually, I wasn't even thinking. Somebody had said something about Doctor Strange on Twitter, and I immediately clicked to go look in the replies. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't want to see any spoilers. I don't have any words muted or anything, so it wouldn't be very difficult. But I'm so far behind on Marvel stuff, like I don't even know if a spoiler, I don't really know what if a spoiler would do anything for me or not. Because we haven't watched like any of the Disney originals, you know, on Disney Plus, so. Oh, maybe it was Coleman I was thinking of then. I went to Doctor Strange last night, really enjoyed it. That's good to hear. Like the Quest low-carb chocolate brownie bars. It's like eating a Tootsie Roll. Oh, dang. Those are dangerous then. Rip, my dear Friday friends. Work meetings regrettably shall consume me today. Oh, spooky. I think this... Spooky Woo, remember you fondly, my friend. We will remember you fondly. Yeah, it's one of those Friday meeting days. Just stop it. Stop it. Enough of it. You know? TGIF, yes, Spooky. Godspeed on the meetings, and I hope the rest of your day goes well otherwise. And weekend, my friend. We need to chat about some Mountain Blades stuff. Need to chat. Does anyone like the RX bars? I'm just curious. I have not had those. They look good. Supposed to have Frankie all day, but Mom decided she only wanted to shower and didn't want to sleep, so I'm just chilling, having a brew while she takes the beast. There you go. Okay. All right. Can barely hear you over my mom. Is she being loud? Okay, and yeah, Phil. Okay, so Phil saw it as well. It was released on Wednesday in Switzerland. Plan on watching it next week. Okay, so there we go. It was Phil that was also talking about it too. That's what I thought. Well, Phil, I hope you enjoy the heck out of it, my friend. Quest bars are like 20 grams protein, only 2 grams carbs for 180 cal. Not bad. Yeah, that's true. That's not bad. The Zone Perfect bars I was telling you about, I don't know how many carbs they have in them, but it's like they got a lot of sugar. So there's probably a lot of carbs too then in that case. All right. So I leave here. Wait, are these the rolls that I got? Wait a minute. Okay. So the bottom, I believe, is I think they said energy was the bottom one, and then this is my condition bar, I think. Dragos has stood in the corridor when you close up the container. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor eyes rapidly irising. How are you feeling? Not good. Hug the entire guild. Aw. Can't stand the RX bars. Very chewy and intense, overwhelming date taste. Not a fun kind of date either. Oh, so not like a going on a date. Oh, you're going on a date. You put on a shirt and you drive your bike to the date. Like that kind of date? Probably not. Not good is how I'm feeling. Thanks for asking. The drone chirps. Dragos nods. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe, he pauses. I read that wrong. So, I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Work? Look, I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I didn't pull you out of that container out of the goodness of my heart. He looks away. Not so much, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. There were, what, Luna? I think is it the Luna bars? No, that doesn't sound right. There are bars that are made of, like, nuts and dates, and that's all they are. And I'm not a fan of those. Not a fan. I don't think they're Luna, but maybe they were. A lot of people, and they've been out for a few years now. A lot of people were like, oh my gosh, these are so good. But I think it was all just the social media marketing. Because I'm like, I ate one. I'm like, they all literally taste the same. Regardless of what the flavor is, they all taste exactly the same. If you have to narrate the whole game, Lutz, you're going to lose your voice by the end of the stream. You think so? I might. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor. And obviously, I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. Chits? These. He pulls out a handful of small metal bars. Air-walled cryo, isolated from the market. It's what we use to trade out here. He stuffs them back in a pocket. Stay hydrated, my friend, right? I do need to do that. I've got my bottle over here. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well, he trails off. But things being the way they are for me at the yard, he pauses. I need the help. Why? Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here or there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. All right. I just don't know what any of this stuff does. So it seems like we only have these items here, like the things with the icons are clickable. Other than that, I can't really click and drag. I can view my character. Still nothing in this data tab either. Wait, oh, I can... Okay, that's interesting. I can move my dice, or... Oh, that's weird. Okay. 1 second. Hang on 1 second. There we go. We'll try coaching sim as usual. All right, I guess I have to click this. I'm a little worried. Let's see what this red icon's gonna mean. We'll find out. Actions. Okay, actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Okay. So we have a repeat. Okay. So this is an example one here. Hull dissection. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components and materials. Extracting them means cutting carefully and skillfully. It's a risky encounter. Okay. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy, condition, or items depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcome. Positive, the action goes better than expected. Neutral, the action succeeds. And negative, the action fails. Action dice affect these outcomes as follows. There's a 100% chance for positive, 50-50. So we have a 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and 2. So, okay. That's interesting. So a 6 means we're guaranteed to have the best outcome. 5 is 50-50 of best and like a good outcome. 3 and 4, though, 50% chance for a good outcome, but 25% great, 25% bad or good, you know. Yeah, I don't know, just that's okay. Hopefully I don't have to remember this. 25% chance of negative on 3 and 4. That's the main thing I need to keep in mind. But a 75% chance that it works out. And then 1 and 2s are 50% chance, you know, good, 50% chance bad. Okay. And there's manual salvage. It's going to take some time to sort and cut your way through the towers of salvage, but you're no stranger to hard labor. That's a safe one. So, okay. Actions display their information about their type, risk level, and skill, and modifiers that apply to that action. So the type, either critical or repeatable. Critical actions can only be performed once. Risk is either safe, risky, or danger. Safe, no loss of condition, energy, or cryo. Risky, negative outcome means cryo or energy loss. Danger, negative outcome means condition loss, or neutral outcome can mean cryo or energy loss. So danger is, wow, when you do danger, you only want a positive outcome. Because even a neutral one means that you could lose cryo or energy. So is this based off a tabletop game? I'm not sure, but it's definitely tabletop-esque for sure. 3, skill, the action the skill that this action requires, either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. Okay. Modifier, either -1, 0, +1, or +2. This is added to the action dice when slotted and improves this value. Some actions require a +1 to perform. Okay. Which would mean that I'd have to, at this point, it'd have to be a certain class. Okay. So there's, looks like both of these are repeatable. What is this here? Cycle clock. A debt called in. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses a payment or 2, things could get nasty. Back in business, every salvager knows they are always just one lucky haul away from their next payday. Excuse me. Heading into our stand-up, we'll check back later. Sounds good, Charles. Give a great update, my friend. I actually have... I realized I have a 3, 5, 2, and 6 in my dice here. So this is safe. A risky one. I might as well do a 6 here on the risky one. And we got a 100% chance. Okay, so it turns out I don't need to remember that. That's also 100% positive. Oh, because it's a +1 on engineering. And then this one is 25%. Okay, okay. So let's throw the 5 in there. And let's start it. See what happens. Clocks. Actions often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the actions that fill them, and they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Drago's debt, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. Hey, Kappa, how are ya? Hi. How you doing today? How's it going, y'all? Going pretty well here. How about yourself? Trying out a brand new game today. It's very interesting. So we got 15 cryo and +2 on the back in business clock. Let's see. I can put a 6 over here. Actually, this one's safe, so I might actually try this. Actually, let's do this. 50% neutral, 50% negative. So let's go ahead and start this one. I just got this survive, find a doctor thing. Drives and navigation. Okay. I'm in bed with an infection in my right hand. I've recently gotten into Splitgate. Oh, Splitgate. That's a good game. An arena shooter. I actually played in the beta of that. So, infection in your right hand, though. That doesn't sound good. Things improving, hopefully. In Citizen Sleeper, you unlock drives as you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives, depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any track drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goal. Access your drive menu via the arrow button at the top left of the screen. Can't do that right now. You are now free to explore Erland's Eye and make a life for yourself here. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you are out of dice. Okay. Use the mouse wheel or W and S to scroll along the station. Rotate the view with A and D. Oh, okay. Okay. So there is a way to move along the station. Got it. Oh, it is still, Splitgate is still in beta? I didn't know that. Honestly, I played it probably 2 years ago now, I feel like. It's improving, so close to affiliate. Oh, nice. Congrats on that. Splitgate is in beta still. That's, wow. Huh. I wouldn't have thought. It actually played really well when I played it. That was a long time ago, though. It was a very cool idea. We had a neutral outcome, so we're back in business, and we got a back in business +10 cryo. Okay, survive. Let's see. Survive. That drive is tracked. Perhaps you can pay his kindness in time. Okay, so the doctor one is good. Let me leave here. Aha, look at that. Okay. Havenage Construction Yards and Shipyard? I think they're still getting some bugs fixed. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I had no idea. What is this one here? Dock C4 Rotunda Wet Dock. We also have a Dock B2. Aha. Bright Market. Bustling open market. That's supposed to help me find a doctor, I suppose. Passage into the low end. Let's try seeing a doctor. Ooh, ask for directions. Uh-oh. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the Bright Market? All you need is the courage to approach them. Or I can explore, which is risky, but I could also... So there's a danger. If I do this, I think it's a... Yeah, only a 50%. I don't know if I want to do that or not. -1 because of engage. Currently mastering being able to no-scope hip fire the sniper rifle to get headshots. That's awesome. There you go. No-scoping it. This one is risky. Let's see. What does this one do again? Is that 50-50? Oh, no. It's okay. Let's try this one. 75% chance. We're going to give it a shot. Makes it a dizzying place to wander, but an enticing one, too. Please help me out here. Oh, no. It was negative. Lost in the crowd, you struggle to keep a sense of direction. You sit in an alley exhausted with no idea where to go. Come on, man. That one's 50-50, though. I don't like that. Load the face. It's a laser beam. It shoots wherever your crosshair is. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to remember if I ever tried a sniper rifle when I played that. Probably not. Okay. I would like to find a doctor. That'd be good. But I lost some energy, and I, what does this one do here? This is 100% positive. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I got plus on local knowledge. I need one more local knowledge. Okay, but I'm not going to have a chance to do it today. Keep your attention on the crowd around you as you pass along the bright walkways, taking it all in with an expert eye. Okay, I have no more dice left, so I have to go to sleep, I believe. Street food vendor. Hang on a second. Emphas. Emphas is busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red fleck dressing. The smell is incredible. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in a plastic tray. A stack of chits rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. Let's approach. You join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, vac suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vest, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. I only have 25 cryo. Eventually it's your turn and you shuffle to the front. Emphas speaks in a deep, even tone without looking up. First try is free. Thank him. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks, the earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy, the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you sleepers, Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more. He smiles, but next time you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the wok. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. You walk away, and as you do, take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. So is he also, he's not also a sleeper, right? But that kind of geometric scars. Okay. So I did get some more energy, as you can see. I'm up to 4, which is good. But I don't have... Oh, there's also a slum doctor here. One second, we'll do this. Ab block. Vivid descriptive narration. I love it. Yeah, it is very vivid. Extremely vivid. Reads like a novel or a poem, you know? Pretty nice. Next comes the call from the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that the doctor was operating out of this place, but now you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab block, they've all made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizer, this body, your body, will. You suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. Look inside. You lean against the doorframe and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway? Is that a far away door? Screened with plastic sheeting beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. Hey, PB. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. Send the next one in, Toshiro. The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and for a moment, you are transfixed by the motion. Ah, here's Sabine. Come sit, says a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink and then quickly regain their composure. Please sit, they gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you entered. Fear, recognition, sadness unmistakably etched across their face. How long have you been on the station? They ask, the scanner still to their eye. I don't... Has it really actually been a few cycles? I don't actually know. A few cycles? They nod. It's good you came to me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying, they say without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SNARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology set loose to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which SNARP remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? How do you know this? They shift in their seat. You aren't the first sleeper I've encountered. You wait for more, but they go back to their inspection. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says, and you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and SNARP has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. They know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Toshiro outside? You nod. He works for my benefactor, Yatagan. They are influential in the low end. They give me this space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. But Yatagan has connections, smugglers from the Star Ward Belt, mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why help me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. All right. So what does this do here? Sourcing stabilizers. Sabine thinks they can source some stabilizer through Yatagan, but it's going to take a few cycles. Okay. So that one actually might progress without my input. Okay. But I don't have any dice left anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and go back to sleep. What is this? Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of the Helion systems are rare, but those that do always return eventually. Dock B2, okay, and C4, so they are slightly different. Takes several cycles to reach Starward Belt and return, loaded with scrap from the old wrecks. Okay, I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna try to get some of those filled up. Those sound interesting. Construction yards. Have I been in here before? Assist a shipbuilder. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. All materials. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. Okay. So there's another. Okay. Great. Let's just go to sleep for now. All right. My condition isn't too bad, I don't think. It didn't go so hot. Okay. This time you don't wake up. Instead of the ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring. Oh, instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring surrounds you. For a moment you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect you to. I'm struggling reading a little bit today. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. Observe it. Even though you have no eyes, no sight, you see and feel the map of the station. No, not the map of the station, but the map of its connections. It is a looped cloud with spokes and spires that jut out into space. It is an ingrown thing full of obsolete loops and severed pathways. It is a system, a map, and a territory all at once. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you, insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second and you feel it waiting there, the station splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored. And then it is gone. Interesting. So we got 3 dice today. Okay. What drugs are we on? Nidalicious, how you doing today? No drugs. Just a simulated life that is having some very strange reactions after being basically in hibernation mode for a long time. So, how's your Friday looking though? What is going on here? 1 second. One second. Non-horror version of Observer? Maybe. It could be. Hang on. I got a few work messages I have to check on real fast. Oh, okay. Whatever that space station AI game was, it was Observation. I think it was Observation, right? Does that sound right? Observation. Yeah, Observer was Observation was kind of a horror game though, wasn't it? Yeah, it sounds like it could be it. Because Observer is also a horror game. Did you play that one, Nidalicious? I played that one. It's not a very long game. It was pretty interesting though. I thought it was pretty decent. Considering I had no expectations whatsoever when I when I booted it up. Played it because of Game Pass, actually. Another one. All right. Yeah, my phone was all of a sudden blowing up, but I have a coworker who actually I have several coworkers, but that do this, but he's one in particular that every time he sends a message, it's like rapid fire a bunch of messages. So haven't played it yet, but it's on the list. If it helps, it is a very short game. I think I played it in like 2 sessions. A lot of games are on the list, yeah. Okay, so the fungus is 15 cryo. Okay. I do need more energy. How much did I get last time? Yeah, let's try it out. Why not? Gave me 3 energy, +1 on fungus fan, -15 cryo. All right. Eventually, I'll get him to trust me. I don't know what that's gonna mean for me, but so this is already up to 1 out of 3. Okay, and that's one that I have nothing to do with. I am not influencing that whatsoever. It's kind of interesting. We go. All right, I think we'll be good. Be good for another half hour. All righty. Oh, and this one's still going too. Again, and it's another one that I have nothing to do with. Okay. All right. What is this one though? The Rotunda. Have I been in here yet? Steal dock plans. Havenage security have to have plans. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place and the most dangerous. I did roll a 5, but I have a -1 here, and it's a danger. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Hey, good morning, Lady Iron. How are you doing today? So, Nidalicious, when you have when you try and decide what game you're gonna play, do you ever like sort them based on how long they take? That's why I mentioned it earlier, because I do that sometimes, especially if I play like a really meaty game and I finish a game that took me a long time. I like to play something a little shorter right after that, because it doesn't feel like quite as much of a commitment. So, allergic, tire and allergic? What, allergic to what? Are we just talking like regular, like seasonal allergies? Everything? Uh-oh. I don't know what that means. Hang on 1 second. All right. Seasonal, yes, but also dust, cats, dogs, mice. Oh, I got you. Okay. I really usually go for what I feel. I don't usually feel like anything these days, which is why I'm still with ONI and playing around in RDR2. For sure. For sure. Al just calls me the girl in the bubble. Oh, no. That's sad. Wait a minute. Watch list? Oh, that's a negative thing. Dock watcher. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with that today. I think those I want to do only when I, maybe if I get my character to get some upgrade points, maybe I can upgrade some of my negative skills. Maybe that would be good. All right. Oh, now that's interesting. I just realized this cycle clock. Okay, so I got to get... this is a negative cycle clock. This one's a positive. So I got to help him out somehow. risky. Get this one +1, so I can go ahead and do this here. Let's do that. I'll give us a 100% chance. Okay. 2 more and back in business. 15 cryo as well. Takes care of my food issue. And then, let's see. What does this do here? This makes it a 5, 50-50. Let's do it. Two more, so I need 1 more. I think I could actually throw one here in manual salvage. I got, what, a 50-50 of this one going right? The negative, though, I think just makes me lose energy. I'm trying to remember. So glad I'm not allergic to anything. Right, same, Phil. Although, technically I'm allergic to some medications, but, other than that. Buffy apparently wants me to watch her play with her toy a bit and then watch her sleep because whenever I leave, she comes to the office with her toy but won't play with me and the toy. That sounds actually kind of familiar. One of my dogs kind of does that too. Nellie, like when you come home, Nellie will have a toy in her mouth and she's like wagging and everything. And then you go and she brings the toy up to you and she'll like, you know, give it to you. And then you try to play with her and she's just like wagging and everything. I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's cute. Do I do all of it here? Hang on a second. Before I do that, let me see. Is there a reason to use that somewhere else? Okay. Get a shipbuilder to notice my skills. Let's see. 75% chance. Last time I did that one, it did not work. It is risky, though, too. Larson? Cheers to you. Thank you for that follow. This one's for you, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in today. Hope you're having a great day. Hello, hello. Hang on 1 second. Oh, wow. Okay. On mobile ATM, and for whatever reason that code block is unreadable to me. But yes, I believe we'd need to null out any unnecessary methods in config. All right, there we go. Oh, did somebody come in and try to drop follower links? Sex robots coming in just as I'm looking at my phone for work messages. Sorry, I was getting a bunch of work messages. They're not urgent, but at the same time, I didn't want to leave him. He's asking me some questions. I didn't want to leave him hanging. So, hello there. Yes, of course. Hello there. Hello there. Those pesky, sexy robots. Gosh dang it, if they are annoying, but if they aren't annoying, but they are sexy. Isn't that just the case? Notice my skills, senpai. Larson, welcome in. How's the day treating you thus far? I'm trying to see. I don't know if I should do this one or not. I just want to see what all items I can roll on. So I can roll on that one. I can roll in the scrapyard, and then I can also roll on the rotunda. Is there anything else? The bright market? Yeah, you still can. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I already failed that one once. The stall, low-end gate, passage to the low end. Pay low-end toll. After some spacers caused some trouble in the low end, Yatagan have imposed a toll for entry. At least that's what they say. I have to do 60. I don't have 60 cryo yet. Any chance to rest this weekend? Phil says no. Aw. Rested and restored. I'm glad you're feeling better. You're feeling better. Does this mean you get to go to practices soon? I think I'll just go ahead and stick with this one here. We'll see. It's a 50-50. Got it. Nailed it. We filled up our back in business dealio here. So do I leave or do I click it or maybe I just have to wait for the next cycle. Oh wait, no, I can see Dragos right here. Okay. Perfect. Thought I'd skip practice today, but I might do something this weekend. Gotcha. How long till the semester is over? Work and child wrangling, such as the parent life, right? Yeah. Will that work, though? Looking up. Wait, 15 weeks left? Holy cow. Seriously, Phil? That is a long dang time. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bench structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it is lowered into the yard. Looks ugly to me. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not that mean. All right. I'd like to go to practice next week, but also got video gig Friday, so I don't want to damage anything before then. Oh, fair enough. Gorilla's art style, right? Yeah, it is. The art style is pretty nice, though. I like it. What is it? Is what I'm gonna say. That's the neutral answer here. Looks ugly to me. Dragos laughs. That, my friend, is A-grade scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. Stace, what happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern, he shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. You wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the S&R freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered? Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name on the ship emblazoned on its side, Winter Light. That is a long butt semester. Whatever happened to summer break? Let's do it. He claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Okay. Oh, we got an upgrade point. Check that out. Cleared the debt and returned a favor for your first friend on the eye. Completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button at the top right of the screen. Okay. I would like to add a point. Can I add a point here to make this 0? And again, I don't get a perk. It's the only downside. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. So that's the one with the little thingy here. Scan cryo. Use scrap components at home to set repair to condition. Wait, at home to repair to condition. Got it. Okay. Let's see. So I've heard my brother's doing some of that today. I knew the dev from his first game in Other Waters and the artist for the game Bravery Network Online. This title was a nice surprise. Yeah, so have you been playing it yourself, Larson, so far? I know it's brand new, but yeah, I need to need to look into the other games because so far I've been impressed. It's after the 15 weeks and summer break is only 5 weeks long. Dang, okay. Boys are my life. Kids are hard work, but wouldn't be the same without them. Fair enough, yeah. Haven't yet. Okay, okay. Yeah, so far I've been, you know, I like this game. I know that obviously like voice acting or you know, narration would add quite a bit to the game, but you know, with it just being a single dev, all in all, game looks good. I'm impressed so far. So I think you're doing school wrong. Sounds like it would be much simpler. Do you have two, Drewski? I'm trying to remember now. Cryo and interface actions. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. That's actually, that would be nice. It would also be nice to get my engagement back up so that I don't have a negative effect. I'm more likely to succeed on those tasks. I think I will do that actually. So now I don't have any, none of my dice are downgraded. Maybe that was stupid of me, but that's what I'm going to go with for now. I do not have any, yeah, see now this one is, oh, that's a danger there, huh? Drago says nerve. Drago seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Oh, now that's interesting. Probably because I'm finding out more about it. 3 little ones here. Okay. Oldest is 7, youngest is 1. Holy crap. Wow. I didn't realize the youngest was only 1. Indeed, you are busy then. Okay. I should probably just go to sleep, but I kind of like... Let's see. Right market. Was there something? There is a cycle here for me. There is still one other thing. I can get one more from the local market. Okay. I got to learn these icons. I've not... I guess it's intuition, engagement. Okay. Me and Dr. Licious would be a couple of dinks if it wasn't for Buffy. She eats a lot of time and money. I was busy as my wife, though. Get a reprieve by going to work. Oh, dang. Yeah, that changes things then, for sure. I guess I'll just go home. I don't know. It feels kind of a waste. I have full energy. I know that doesn't really have any bearing on this, but still. So we lose 2 energy and 1 condition. So I go home to rest, and I lose energy from that. Kind of interesting. Also sounds familiar. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparks with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, catches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leaping off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There's so many layers, so many loops, that it seems almost impossible to parse, but you begin to try. Let's focus on the... Let's see. Ooh. Focus on the threads. There are more threads than you can count. You choose one that passes nearby and approach it. As you inspect it, you understand why you instinctively chose the word thread when you first saw them. They are not single lines, but rough, fuzzy things, woven from data strings of all kind. Maybe that was a hyphen, and so I don't know. Go towards the light, do you think so? The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see 2 lines, 2 threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. What about the first? The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere, shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. So now we know. Someone out there is tracking you, following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive, and this is a negative event. I did happen to roll a 6. I gotta figure out how to keep 2 energies. I actually do know of a way. Don't taste me, bro. Don't taste me, bro. Tasty lights. It sounds like, yeah, I don't know. A little bit interesting, huh? How is my time looking? I'm kind of short on time. Might only have time for one more cycle. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the I button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. I just got to save here on this as well. I'm gonna try to play one more cycle here. Where was, oh, the eye is right here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Key node. What if I click on this? Loan. Data actions. Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed on the right of the action. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you'll be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. Now that's interesting, right? Cloud unlocked. I will call you the weatherman. The oncoming storm. Yeah, so I have to match input. I need a 1. Ooh, I don't have a 1. I have a 2. Let's see if I can find a match for any of these. I have a 2 right here. Okay. Avanage agent. Avanage member is broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Let's try it out. Bypass. Extract data. This is a learning experience for me. I have no idea what this is. Okay, so we got Havenage data. It was a neutral outcome. I guess they'd all be neutral, right? There's only one thing you're going to get from it. It's either data or no data. Cache of raw data from Havenage hardware. 50 cryo as well. Solheim Gate S7. I need some data to... Okay, I have a Solheim cipher I need for that. Now, this is interesting. Key node. Need a 3, which I have. It was orbited by the remains of a corporate countermeasure broken long ago by hackers. I don't know if I'm going to spend a 6 on it. Got an encrypted key. Stream of passcodes able to unlock the station's aging maglocks. I'm such an adult. We just got a new mower and I'm so excited. I actually have to look for a mower myself. Okay, continue. Uh-oh. The cloud. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown, astringent, processing. I'm gonna stay still. Please hold. Whoa. Look at that thing. It's like a dog with a bunch of tentacles. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? What did I miss? We're currently in the cloud right now, getting some data, and it is very weird. There's a manga called The Two-Face of Tomorrow about testing what happens when an AI is allowed to grow uncontrolled on a space station. Fantastic read, highly recommended. Ah, interesting. What's the foot, man? Wait, what? Thank you, Home Depot credit card. Oh, dang. What kind of mower was it, Lady Iron? because I'm gonna be looking into like a push mower. My riding mower is kaput right now. I'm probably just gonna try to sell it to somebody who fixes mowers. My push mower is also a problem, so I'm either gonna buy a new one or try to get it repaired. But what are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity identify. Origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Stay silent. Refusal. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head, thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person. Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste, the one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock? An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Strike. That's my only option here. Zero-turn Cub Cadet. Oh, dang, jelly. Toad's jelly. Self-propelled Cub Cadet. It's nice for our pretty nice for our 2 lots. Man, jelly. I have a Poulon Pro, like 42-inch riding mower, but that thing has been such a pain in my butt. Oh, I can turn this on and off. I didn't realize in the middle of this. Okay, strike. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back to the station light, shaking with fear. Okay, so that was something that happened. There are a lot of different nodes here. Yatagan agent. What do I need for this one? I need a 1. I'm just trying to see what I need to roll for these. That's also a 1. So I need a bunch of 1s. I haven't gotten any yet. Another, oh, that's a 2. Okay. Better clench your butt hard, Luce. This sounds dangerous. It did sound really dangerous. Thankfully, I got out of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn that off. And then, okay, I have a 6, so I don't want that to go to waste. I got to figure out what to use that on. I might actually use that on, was it here? Assist a shipbuilder. Yeah. You only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. Let's try this out. Although that's an engineer one, so I would get some scrap out of that too. Kind of a little bit of a waste of a 6 though, because I get a +1 on engineer there. I will find an interface. Before I do that, let's make sure. Dragos' yard. +1 there. Trawl. It's another similar deal. Hang on. Rotunda. This one, okay. Steel dock plans. Getting to know the rotunda doesn't mean new place visit. Means keep your eye on new arrivals too. I actually want to try this one. This one sounds really cool. Stealing dock plans. Look at that. +3 on dock watcher. Okay. Let's go find out what this is. Oh, wow. Ankita, stranded mercenary. This unlocked 3 new things for me here. Did unlock anything else? Not in the hunter view. Okay. Stranded mercenary. Hey, you. Want to earn a chit? Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied-together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Make it 2. Ankita laughs. This GD station? She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. All right, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Or is it just that you all think I'm an easy mark? You look the part. Nikita laughs again. This, you mean? She taps her armor. You've got me pegged, then? A big dumb merc with more chits than sense. Is that it? Wouldn't say that. I wouldn't recommend you do. Nikita hoists one bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on, then. Enough chat. You've got to earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Nikita gives you a look. Ship's this way, and she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. Why are you doing this yourself? Did they name it chit so they get a bunch of streamers say the S word over and over again? I don't know. I feel like chit is actually a word in isn't a credit chit something in Mass Effect? At least in the early game. Mass Effect 1. Maybe even 2. You mean why aren't I hiring those good folk? She nods back at the stevedores. I've paid Havenage enough. They are currently rinsing me for a mooring I can't vacate unless I either fix the ambergris or sell it off as scrap. Ambergris, is that your ship? You catch on fast. She gives you another of her looks. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had to moor up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mind, so now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulders. The upshot is I'm short one ship mind with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind of I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know, got a ship mind tucked away on that frame of yours? For a moment, you aren't sure if she is serious. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundles of plates through the ambergris's outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Ankita throws you a couple of chits. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. All right, get out of here. She calls back and the lock slams shut. I got 2, literally 2. 2 cryos from that. Oh, shit, it's payday. Nice. All right. So let's see. If I come back here, I can see... Oh, wow. That one's locked. I need an upgrade in order to do that. Okay. All right. Okay, so there's a few... There's a negative cycle as well as a positive one on that. Okay. Overlook bar. I'm gonna check out these 3 places here. Okay. Get a drink. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol, but this fungal drink fermented along the greenway seems like a good test. Okay, that's 6 cryo for that. And then we also have rations. Tala keeps some expired Solheim rations behind the bar for those weary spacers who ask why the Overlook doesn't serve food. So there's 10 cryo for that. So that's a little bit cheaper. I wonder if that'll give me 3 energy like the other one. I only need 2 this time. I can unlock... I do have a way to unlock the mag lock. Unsealing the dock. 2 mag locks seal entryway to the dock. Doesn't look like anyone has been inside in years. I do have 1 encrypted key. Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. It'll give me 1 out of 2, I believe, right? Yeah. All right, so I'll go back to the bar. Was there anything else I need to look into? Looks like that is not quite full yet. Neither is either of those. Okay. I don't have any other, excuse me, I don't have any other dice. So I should probably check out the food items here. Let's try this. Get a drink. Actually gave me 1 energy. Okay. And then this one here, 10 cryo for that. I might just go ahead and do another drink. Mossy tones and aniseed sharpness fills your mouth. It isn't totally unpleasant. At least you can taste it. I might do that instead of this. It's only going to save me 4. Let's see what this does here. 2 energy. Okay, so 2 energy instead of 3 for 10. All right, that's not bad. It's not bad. I'll have to remember that one for next time because I lose 2 energy every time I go to sleep. I got to figure out how to get my condition back up. I think I'm still waiting on this here. I need 1 more cycle. All right. Because this one is what? This was 15, right? Yeah. So I can get 3 energy for 15 cryo, or I can get 2 energy for 10 cryo, or 1 energy for 6. So, all right, we got to go back to sleep now. Go ahead and end the cycle. Let's see what happens this time when we wake up. Nothing that time. Okay. Okay, and we did get a save. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we still did get a save point too. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait. I'll turn. Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlin said the eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. We? You pass together into the main walkway. Haven't. We are all one dysfunctional family. Fang puts an arm around you. I'm not part of the security branch, though. Don't worry, I'm with systems. Systems? Everything the eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keep it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around. But, well, this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or 2 to prepare. Then, when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Okay, so that just gave me a new area, I believe, that we'll be unlocking soon. Ooh! Pretty terrible dice roll today. Okay. Well, unfortunately, my friends, I'm gonna have to stop it here. So, Mad Gamer, how are you doing today? Unfortunately, Mad Gamer, I'm on my way out. I gotta get to work, but let's head to the tavern real quick. Great stream as always. Good to see you again, Drewski, and I'm glad that things are going well, especially on the job front. That's awesome news. I hopefully the move has not been too stressful and work is going well thus far. My friends, this was a cool stream. So far I'm really enjoying Citizen Sleeper. I'm really intrigued to find out about the mystery that's going on here in Erlin's Eye, if you will. So we played a couple good games this week. So it is Friday. I'm off. Tavern sounds good. Might have a glass. Of course. Of course. Drinks are on me in the tavern. So let me give out some thank yous real quick. Hope everybody has an awesome weekend. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. This was a really good game, I thought. So, Coleman, appreciate you being here and modding. We also got Lootspot in on the bands. So, we got follows from Larson as well as Glitchy Gaming King. Thank you both for the follows. Our Ko-fi members are Chaotic, Coleman, Iron, Phil, Fresh, Curry, Nidalicious, Peachy, and Spooky. Appreciate y'all so much for all the continued support. Next week, I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest, my friends. I actually don't know what next week's schedule is going to look like in terms of what games we're going to play. So I'm going to think on it over the weekend. We have basically 4 games, really 5 games that we could play. But I can tell you now, Citizen Sleeper is going to be in the schedule for next week. So we still have Loot River, although I'll be honest, those types of games aren't really my forte because of the loss of progress every time you die. We also have Chinatown Detective Agency to finish up. We've been playing Fallout New Vegas as well. So Still supporting on Ko-fi. Really should cancel that. Hey, it's your choice, my friend. Your choice. Phil, goodbye to you. Hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy it. I don't know. I guess you're not gonna. You said you're not gonna get too much rest, but Kama, thanks for hanging out with us today. Charles, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully the meetings were okay. My friends, hope you have an amazing weekend. I don't know how restful mine is going to be just yet, but looking forward to it. So stay classy. You as well. You as well. Never read the magazine. Never attend any of the meetings. It's just ticking away. Wait, the magazine? Oh, there was only like the tiniest drop left. Man. My friends, I got to run. I got to get to work. I've been getting some messages and I want to check in with everybody. So hope you have an amazing rest of your Friday. I hope to catch you again next week. Until next week, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.